Hello, welcome back. In this video we're going to be working on the add to basket feature over on the right hand side here. So it's going to be something that looks roughly the same kind of vibe as we have on Amazon. It won't look exactly the same. I don't want it to look exactly the same, but I am sticking to roughly this kind of layout because people are familiar with this, they feel comfortable with this kind of layout, and hopefully they'll be more likely to buy, okay? So that's the vibe, it's the top right hand side. So what I'm going to do to start off is I'm going to create a new module. Let me just get my act together here. I'm a bit lost. I'm going to create a new module that's going to help with this stuff. And the module is going to be called cart, okay? That's C-A-R-T. Now, there's not going to be a table called cart, so I'm going to delete this models folder. We don't need that, right? And I'm going to go into the editor like so, and I'm just going to prepare this module for action. So we rename that to cart. We go in here, we do cart, and because there's no table, we can get rid of all of this stuff, okay? We have an empty view folder, and we have no models folder. We don't need it. Now, what cart's going to help with is things like draw, add to cart, and it's going to take in an item ID, okay? So this thing on the top right hand side, where on earth are we here? It's going to call our cart module that's going to draw the add to cart button, okay? So if we go in here, like this is the view file, and I'm going to say modules run cart draw add to cart. Now we have the item ID here, but it's actually called update ID on this page, right? So that's going to do that, and what we're going to do is we're going to say data item ID equals item ID this load view add to cart, passing in that data variable. Now add to cart, for the moment we'll just make up the file add to cart.php. We'll save that and we'll have a quick look. So if we hit refresh, there we go, right? It's now drawing the add to cart box, which is inside the cart module, okay? So let's turn this into something a little bit more meaningful. I'm going to create a div and I'm going to do some styling. I'm going to say background color is equal to DDD, so a very, very light gray color. And then I'm going to say border radius is 7 pixels. And this is where all of the add to cart content is going to go, right? So there we go. Now you'll see that it's a bit high up, and that's not too cool. So let's add in margin top 24 pixels, exactly the same as with the guitar here on the left hand side. So we're bringing it down a bit, and then in here we're going to have a table. The table is going to have, I think, 5 rows. I think it's going to have 5 rows, and it's going to have, let me just see, I think that's what we do, and each row will have 2 columns, so something like that. This is just a little plugin I've got called, I think it's called Emmet, you know. So we're going to do that. We're going to add in item ID. Remember that we passed item ID in here. I'm going to say color. Let's do a little colon, shall we? And we're going to say size, and then we're going to say quantity, and then I'm going to say add to basket button. Now this add to cart button thing is going to have a column span of 2, style equals text align center. So if we refresh, you can see that this is all coming together. Now the table doesn't look too good, so I'm going to say class equals table, hit refresh, and with the magic of Bootstrap, it's all coming together. Do you see that? It's all coming together. So let's start with the button, shall we? we can have just an ordinary kind of button in here, like so. Oh gee, sorry. Copy. And right here, where we've got this add to basket thing, I'll add in a button, and we'll make it, how about a nice blue button, you know? And we'll just say add to basket. And let's also add in, do you see how PayPal's got a little basket icon? Let's do the same thing here, okay? So I'll go to components on the Bootstrap page, and there's an icon that's called shopping cart. I'm gonna just borrow this code here, and right in here I'm gonna add in a shopping cart icon. So shopping cart, if we refresh, save that rather, and refresh the page, there we go, add to basket. Okay, so everything is starting to look kind of cool. Next, I'm going to add in quantity. I'll build my way up with this form, okay, from the bottom. So if we look at CSS, we'll have a look at forms. You can see that we've got these examples here, you know, so I'll add this in here, and let me just refresh and have a look at this. Okay, that's not too bad. It's actually a little bit on the big side, but I'm not going to worry that. I'm not going to worry about that just now. Enter quantity. It's a Codeigniter tutorial here, you know, and not really a design tutorial. Am I going to do that? Maybe I'm not actually. Maybe we should sort that. Width. Let me just see. Width, use height classes, and set width using classes like this. Oh geez. You know, I'm not much of a Bootstrap expert these days, I must admit. And I'm going to get found out here. But let me just try a couple of things. Okay, that was good, but it was the wrong thing I changed. Okay, let me just do something like that. Refresh. Okay, so that's the vibe for making these things smaller. So let's try size 2. Okay, seems to be working. Size 4, geez. How about size 6? Surely. Quantity, let's go a bit bigger. Size 8. Okay, and I'll take out the placeholder. Okay, that's cool, and we don't need this either. Okay, so they're going to enter the quantity. Now, these two bits here are going to be drop downs that let you choose a size and a color, you know. Let me just try something up here though. I've just noticed something. Class. Actually, I'll do that later on. I'm going to just do a drop down here that lets them choose the color. Now, we've done this kind of thing before with drop downs. We did this in the store items create file. Do you remember that? So I'm going to paste that in here, and I'm going to do a couple of little tweaks. We're going to have a field called color options, and where it says status, we're going to do submitted color. Okay, and that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is fetch the color options for this item. To do that, this load module store item colors. Then I'm going to say query equals this store item colors get where custom get where item ID equals item ID. And then I'm going to say for each, for each query loading up result as row, I'm going to say color options, and it's an array, so that's going to be row ID equals row color, like that, okay? And then right down here I'll say color options as a data variable equals color options. And then up here, let's just say submitted color equals this input post. Now let me just make sure I've got this right. Hold on, it's submitted color, that's right. Yep. That's right, submitted color, true. Okay, and I'm going to say if submitted color is empty, then color options, and we'll have an empty one here, equals select, like that. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to say num colors equals query num rows, and I'm going to pass this num colors onto the view file like so. And then I'm going to go in, let me just tidy up, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say if num colors is greater than 0. So if we have color options, then we're going to draw this thing. Otherwise, we're not going to bother. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to space out and let's see how this looks. I hope there's no error messages here. Let's just try this. Okay, do we have color options? Can you remember? Create, update item colors. We don't, so let's just try this. Blue, red. Okay, I'm finished. Let's view the item in the shop. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's getting there. It's getting there. Everything's looking cool. So it's saying undefined variable color options add to cart. So if we look at, oh yeah, I used the American spelling of color. Sorry about that. You know, Americans spell color differently from people in the UK, and I always get mixed up. So I'll try and stick to UK spelling if that's okay. Undefined variable color options, I've done it again. Line 25, sorry about that. Here we go. So undefined variable submitted color, well, we can fix that easily. We just say data submitted color equals submitted color, and there we go. Now the drop down looks kind of rubbish. Do you see that? So I want to have a nice drop down, you know, a drop down that's kind of looks like it came straight from the Bootstrap site. So let's have a little look around. This looks kind of okay. And you see how it says class form control? That's the key to this thing, class form control. So what I'm going to say is additional code equals class equals, form hyphen control, and that's going to make the drop down look nice. Look, keep your eye on color. If I hit refresh, there you go, and there's the color options. Okay, for the moment I'm just going to say ID here. I can't be bothered messing about with layout for too long, and basically that's it. Fetch the color options, we got them. So all we have to do now is fetch the size options. Oh gee, so size submitted size, whoops, okay, and the submitted size goes in here. Okay, and store item sizes is the thing that we want to call, and that would be size options. Okay, so size options, like so. Size options, that seems to be okay. I hope that's okay. I'm just going to refresh. Okay, is that okay? I don't even know. Let me just check. Have I done something? No, I've just broken it. Right, let me just see where I went wrong there. There we go. So num sizes. Okay, so I'm just gonna view item in shop. There we go, that's back again. Okay, so if we go and we've got this size drop down that we want to create here. So I'm going to copy this, paste in, and we're just going to replace the word color with sizes. So size, color becomes size. Oh gee, you know, I've just realized something. Hold on, sorry. I'm all mixed up. Okay, let me do that again. We've got this thing here for if the colors are greater than 0. I'm going to make lots of space so that this is clear. So if num sizes is greater than 0, then we're going to say size is that, and then we're going to have size options, submitted size, and that's that. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, that's cool. I'll take this out because I'm not going to turn this into a big... actually, do you know what I'll do? I'll make this equal to a column span of 2. Col span equals 2, so that solves that problem. So we have color, we've got quantity. That's pretty cool. It looks like a bit of a dog's dinner, but it does the job, I think. And if we add in sizes, small, let's do this, large. Okay, finished. Let's have a look at the item. Okay, so that's close enough, and I'm actually quite happy with that. So I'll take away the pink background now, if that's okay. I don't think we need that anymore. And that is very roughly what our item page is going to look like. It's nothing great, but it does the job, and it's going to be kind of functional, you know. Okay, so we are pretty much at the end of the road as far as this video goes. There's a couple of little tweaks that I want to do very quickly, if that's okay, just to make this as good as we can. The first tweak is I'm going to align this quantity thing, the text field, to the left. It looks a bit strange there, if you ask me. So I'm going to open up the add to cart file, and we'll go down to this thing here. This let me just see. Yeah, this is where the quantity lives, and if we just say style equals something like padding left 0 pixels and then refresh, you'll see that that's moved that to the left. And as a matter of fact, we can probably bring this size down a whole lot, something like that. That's not too bad. Maybe I'll go up to size 5 actually. You never know. Somebody might buy 100 guitars, you know, or gold watches. I'm all over the place. What was I thinking about saying gold watch? I should have wrote guitar. Anyway, who cares? So that's kind of cool. The final tweak that I want to do is upstairs. If you look really, really closely, can you see how there's a little overlapping grey line? It's very difficult to see, but it is there. Well, I'm going to fix that, and that's very easily fixed. If we just go up to the very top of the add to cart file, and we'll say padding 7 pixels. And if we refresh, you'll see that that now looks a whole lot more tidy. Okay, right, so that's us. Thanks very much for sitting through this. Congratulations if you did, and I'll see you in the next video.